Do. My name is Ming. I'm a teacher at IELTS Fighter. Thank you for joining me today and share a bit about your study progress in acquiring the IELTS qualification. Before we start, could you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, I am Trần Trương Ngọc Đô, and now I'm studying in grade 10th. And last years I've taken the IELTS test and I received the 7.0 overall band score.
Congratulations on a 7.0. That's a really high score. Is that what you aim for at the start?
My aim just was about 6.5. I have tried my best, so I think that's my
Yeah, I think you should be very proud of yourself, and I'm sure
very
your
proud.
parents or teachers are very proud of you as well. And I'm very positive that with more practice and maybe in the future, if you retake the test, you can even get a higher score than this.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
thank you.
So I would like to ask you a little bit about your experience at studying at IELTS Fighter. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in order to achieve this score, how has our teacher helped you in studying and the learning progress?
Well, actually, I have studied with teachers, Mr. Harvey Nguyen,
Oh,
and like my worst skills is writing,
oh,
and
wow.
she helped me a lot with it. Like I just write my essay,
Mm-hmm.
part one, part two, and I just send her my work, and she will fix the problem that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to her, I have received a very high, no, not so high, but very good
Yeah.
band score of writing.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. I think the writing skill is something that most students struggle with. So finding someone who's experienced and to accompany you in the progress of, studying the IELTS test would be very helpful, right?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people say and assume that studying online it's not as effective as studying in person. However, you are an example of tested and true that it's very effective. So, could you give us a little review about your online studying progress?
Well, in my opinion, studying online and studying offline is not so different, Like
Mm,
it's depend on ourselves.
mm,
When I was study online with my Miss Harvey Nguyen, like I feel very confident and sometimes very convenient because I don't need to like go far and study a lot of things.
mm.
Like I just need to stay at home and
Yeah.
study.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think learning online is an alternative way if it's hard for you to make the time or if you can't actually be at class in person. So personally I think the online learning method is very effective as well. And so in the whole progress of studying at IELTS Fighter, I'm sure you spend a lot of time with your teachers and also your peers, so your friends.
Yeah.
Do you have any special memories that you still remember to this day?
I have studied with a very good boys, His name is Kwang, and me and him always like trying our best to rig our score. And let me remember, at one time we were doing the reading test. I bet him that I will have a higher score than him, but he received a 9.0 in a mock test.
Wow.
Yeah, but I just received about 8.5, and
That's still
I
very, very, very excellent. You should still be very proud of yourself. And I also think that's healthy competition as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I think having peers to motivate you and just, be there for you when you need extra help rather than your teachers, I think it's really great. And I really hope that you guys will keep on the friendship and keep studying together in the future
Yeah.
as well. So thank you for sharing a really, really nice memory. And I've got another question. Could you share a tip, like a study tip or an IELTS tip that you received from your teacher that you think it would be very helpful if other students would know about?
I remember that I have a very useful taste for vocabulary in read. When we are doing the reading test, especially the comprehensive reading test, my teachers told me that I need to highlight every new word that I find in the graph, and after that, I need to like choose the word that I feel that are necessary for my study. And also, I need to review up to about 1 days later in order to like learn it by heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really effective. I completely agree with this method. I think new words always come up in reading tests, and it can be really difficult to memorize them. So doing what you said by highlighting and finding the words to, I guess, find the similar paraphrasing. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Paraphrase.
yeah.
And yeah, and then try to put it into use over the next few days so you can memorize them better is a really, really good and effective learning method. Do you have any message or anything you would like to say to all the students that are studying the IELTS tests that are on the same journey that you were on?
Okay, so to everyone that learning IELTS hope and want to reach the high band score, I want to say that practice make perfect.
I definitely agree. I think there's always room to grow. There's always room for learning. We can always improve at some areas in our lives, and practice definitely makes perfect. Thank you so much for joining me today and share a lot of useful tips and also about your progress at studying at IELTS Fighter. I really wish you all the best in your future. And thank you for trusting IELTS Fighter and choosing IELTS Fighter to be the place to study your IELTS qualification.
Yeah, thank you for our talking today.